Okay, let's go.
Hi Koonies, this is Koon. Welcome back to Koon's channel. We're going to talk about Highlander weapon grid today. This grid is going to save you at least 10 Damascus bars and more than 100 to 200 hours of your grinding time in the next 6 months. This is not a gimmick. If we can get 20,000 players to watch this video, we will be able to save up to 4 million hours of playing time globally, which is about 456 years. This is, however, just a very conservative figure. Try to imagine the economy impact and the contribution we can make with all this time. That's why I decided to make this video guide, and I seriously need your help to share this video to create social impact with just a few simple clicks, because this grid can help a lot of players out there. Alright, without further ado, we'll break this video into a few parts. First, what is Highlander Grid? Second, why use it? Is it suitable for everyone? And then how to farm and form this grid. Let's do it. The definition of Highlander weapon grid is very easy to understand. As long as you have one Seraph of Dominion in your weapon grid and all the weapons in there are different, that means you're using a Highlander weapon grid. The core of this grid is, of course, the Seraph of Dominion. No matter you're going to create a Magna II or primal Highlander grid, the results would always be very entertaining. Seraph of Dominion is a very special weapon. At level 15, it can boost your attack by 20% and increase your damage cap by 10% if all the weapons in your weapon grid are different. These effects apply to all elements in the game. This weapon is also an excellent choice for classes like Warlock, because it can increase your triple attack and double attack by 30% upon chain attack. If you're using a dark team, it would also enhance your skill damage cap by 15% and the maximum cap is 40%. If you stack this together with ultimate weapon skill or other buffs, you will be able to increase your skill damage cap to a whopping maximum total of 90%. On the other hand, the damage cap bonus can be stacked with weapons like Killing Bow, Ring Dragon Spear, etc. to reach 20%. The result is extremely satisfying and terrifying. Highlander Grid is a very important breakthrough. It is a low-cost investment with high returns and excellent results. You only need to farm and focus on getting one fully limit break Seraph of Dominion, instead of wasting your time on grinding multiple copies of Magna II weapons or spending your extremely valuable Damascus bar or gold bars on grand weapons. I'm not saying that the traditional weapon grids are bad, but Highlander Grid is less demanding when it comes to time and resources. It is very different from all our traditional weapon grids. I'm pretty surprised because Seraph of Dominion has been launched for about 6 months, yet there's so little information about this grid. It is not even listed in the equipment template in Grim Fantasy. I believe a lot of players, probably more than 70 or 80% of Grim Fantasy players, didn't realize there is a grid called Highlander Weapon Grid in this game. However, not everyone is suitable to use this grid. To fully unleash the potential of Highlander Grid, you need to fulfill one single criterion, which is you are already hitting damage cap or you're very close to the cap. Meanwhile, the skill level of your Dark Opus weapon also has a very significant effect on Highlander Grid based on the data released by Japanese player Kaya. A 5-star Dark Opus weapon is able to provide 30% more damage compared with its 4-star version. So Hyland Degree is not going to be helpful for those who are still trying to reach the damage cap, because its mechanism only helps you to go beyond the cap, instead of boosting your damage to reach the cap. Nevertheless, I think it is very important for newer players who are still growing to know this piece of information in order to help them figuring out their future directions. I don't want people to waste their efforts, their time and money like me just to realize there is a shortcut to the highway. The drop rates for Scales of Dominion are 2.5%, 0.8% and 0.5% in Host Chest, MVP Chest and Blue Chest respectively. It doesn't exist in Gold Chest, if I'm not mistaken. So if you thought you were able to leech the race, you better think twice. The most effective way to farm Scales of Dominion is to hold Anubis raid every day, because the host chest has the highest drop rate. However, doing this in the co-op room may not be the best solution unless you're very confident about your light team and the performance of your internet speed, because you want to maximize the chance of getting MVP and blue chest instead of hanging at the bottom of the list. It is also advisable to set up a strong and solid 1-turn queue or 2-turn chambers team before you start farming Anubis. I have prepared a few examples for your reference. Maybe you can also come up with other lineups based on your situation and the characters you're using. Bonito and Huanglong are your good friends. Make sure to fully utilize these two adorable summons. The most important essence of your team composition is to be fast. You should be able to make a strike within 3 to 4 clicks, because Anubis only has 330 million HP. If everyone is doing a powerful chain burst, it's going to disappear within just a few seconds after you have joined the raid. The formula of Hyland. We're not building a rocket, so let's forget about the calculation, we'll go straight to the template. If you want to create a primer Highlander Grid, you will need about 3 to 4 different grand weapons. 1 Dark Opus weapon, 1 Ultima weapon, 1 Scales of Dominion, 1 special weapon like Killing Bow, 1 Seraphic weapon and 1 Hollow Sky weapon or any EX weapon or Magna weapon. If you want to build a Magna II Highlander Grid, you will need about 1 to 2 different grand weapons, 1 Dark Opus weapon, 1 Ultima weapon or Hollow Sky weapon, 1 Scales of Dominion, 1 special weapon like Green Dragon Spear, 1 Seraphic weapon and 3 Magna weapons. And that's it. There is no hard and fast rule when it comes to Highlander Grid. It is very flexible, very accommodating. That's the beauty we're talking about. I personally think that Hyland Degree is a quantum leap to close the gaps between cash and free players, and it also blurs the line between hardcore and casual players. Last but not least, please share this video with as many players as possible because it's going to be life-changing. Together, we can bring social impact to players from all over the world. This is a very important mission. We must improve gamers' productivity, health, and their overall well-being so that we can go further to change people's perceptions and stereotypes about games and gamers. Meanwhile, don't forget to share your views with me in the comment section below. Like this video if you like, ring the bell, turn on the notification so that you won't miss any video from Koon, because my contents are always different from other YouTubers. Know your game, know yourself, and play like a pro. Ciao.
さあ、共に苦難を打ち砕こう。やっ、ポロポロ、そこだ。どう？や。恐れることはない。我が光、 その目
皆で安らかな時間を過ごすため、ここが正念場だ。そこだレイ。行くぞ私。